Now? Yes, okay. Yes, okay. Sorry, technical difficulties because my computer decided it wanted to update and now Streamlabs be fucked. Um anyway, let's play some Stardew. It is nearly Spirit's Eve, which means it's almost wintertime. Greetings, it is I, the Queen of Sauce, here to teach you a new mouth-watering recipe from my secret cookbook. This week's dish, glazed yams. It's yam season, and what better way to enjoy these delightful tubers than by slathering them in a sweet, sticky glaze. Oh, I know a tuber has a sweet, sticky glaze. Oh my god. You'll need a nice ripe yam and a whole bunch of sugar. Now, here's how you do it. Nice, we've learned a recipe. But also, what's my luck like? Nice, extra luck, beautiful. Clear and sunny also tomorrow. My trash can is also ready to be picked up from Clint, which is beautiful. I don't think I will have much energy to go to the mines today, but depending on when we finish watering, we may be able to go get a salad and then go to the mines, because why waste the extra luck? Are these yams ready? They look ready. They certainly are! On the note of yams, I do like sweet potato, IRL. But in the realm of sweet starches, I honestly think I prefer acorn squash. Fun little fact about me, I suppose. Okay, it's Sunday the 21st. I think Spirit's Eve is on the 27th. If I remember correctly. But I also might take the time today to kind of clean up my farm a little bit. And we might be able to get the supplies together in order to build a chicken coop and get some chickens for winter. Make a little extra income in farming when we don't have access to crops. I apologize for the lack of music. I was trying to set it up like I've done previously in the past, but Streamlabs hasn't been wanting to recognize Stardew Valley as a like windowed entity that I can capture sound from. I'm not sure what that's about, but it's really frustrating because it means that in order to capture any music, I'd have to do desktop capture. But if I do desktop capture, I can't filter copyrighted music out of my stream, which means I'd have to stream uncopyrighted music, which is fine, but I didn't have something prepared before I started streaming today. So no music, unfortunately. Okay. I do not remember what quests we have. Carolyn needs a pumpkin, which is probably why I have one in my inventory. Pam is thirsty. Ale. I think the season passed for ale. I'll have to wait until next year. Reach the bottom of the mine and befriend Marnie so I could get Mayor Lewis's shorts. Hold on. I don't need to turn in a yam. Or an eggplant, for that matter. Alright, off to Caroline. Carolyn? Caroline? One of those. I also should focus on upgrading my tools. Caroline first, then Clint, and let's see what quests there is today. Slime Hunter. 6 red slimes. We could probably do that today. Ah, pretty lady. Ugh. Okay, let's go visit Clint and then come back, and on our way up, we'll see if she's left her room yet. It's a shame, a crying shame, that I haven't befriended anyone yet. I think the highest level friendship we have so far is Linus, but he's like 3 stars. Everyone else is 2 stars or less. Are you doing your best on the farm, Maeve? You'll have to accomplish things in many areas if you want to become a well-rounded citizen. Calling all amateur, I need 100 pieces of bone? How the fuck do I get 100 pieces of bone? I guess killing skeletons. I'm looking for a big wad of bug guts. The juicier the better. At least that's what the crabs seem to like, 100 pieces. I don't have a day to collect 100 pieces of those things, so I'm not going to worry about it. Clint, give me my trash can. Thank you. Nice. So now we get a little bit of money back when we have to throw stuff away. Which I don't have to do often, but sometimes I do, and it'd be nice to get a little bit of gold for it. Trash can cookies? Nope. Ugh. Trash can bread. Eat it. Nice. Okay. Let's see if Caroline is out of the room. Ugh. When you become a parent, you have to leave your old lifestyle behind. Maybe that's not entirely true, but if you're not careful, it will happen. Yeah, currently I have a wonderful 6-year-old living in my house. He's very sweet, but I'm not used to being a full-time parent. He's Mr. Morden's son, and when he visits for the summer, it's always a culture shock, trying to adjust to having a kid suddenly being in the house all the time. Ma'am, can you please leave your room? You have a friend here and people looking to worship. Okay, well, I guess it's gonna wait. Because today we need to kill Slimos. Do I have music turned on? It's awfully frickin' silent. I think I turned it off when I was playing sound, or when I was playing other music. Well, let me turn it down a little bit. There we go. Hold on, let me check sound. Okay, that sounds good to me. But my headset just fucking fell off. Hold on. Ugh. There we go. Oh no. Okay. So we need how many red slimes? 12? 12. Slay 6. 6 red slimes. I think that's completely doable with the time we have left in the day, and I might be able to catch Caroline. Seb. Hello. How are you, my broody boy? Sun is coming out less and less these days. Wonderful. Dude, I feel the same. I live in an area where it's very, very, very hot in the summer. It is my least favorite season of the year, and it's very hot, very humid, and there's just mosquitoes everywhere. All right. Level 100. Oh, perfect. I feel like whenever I have a quote-unquote lucky day, it's not actually lucky because I end up in a monster-infested area. Ouch. Oop. Too many. Too many slimes, and they're all very angry. And I'm very low on health. Nice. Let me see if possibly I can get a yam. I got some clay. No yams though. Looks like it's cave carrots. Or maybe field snacks? Which gives me more. Nice. Okay. I think I'm just gonna do my best with not getting fucked up. So I need to talk to Lewis before the day's out. Let me go ahead and talk to Lewis before the day is up. That way I don't end up completely foregoing my 750G reward. Hello. There's nothing quite like a feast of wild mushrooms in the fall. I have a whole slew of mushrooms in my backyard of all shapes and sizes, and in particularly, there's this huge group of chanterelle mushrooms. However, there's a imposter among them, and I need to do some spore printing to figure out which ones are the imposters and which aren't, so I could better identify them in the future if I want to harvest the chanterelles as edible mushrooms. But there's what's called jack-o'-lanterns hiding out, sprinkled in amidst the chanterelles, which are not good. Jack-o'-lanterns, while they're not deadly, they will give you a very, very upset stomach with a terrible case of food poisoning. You don't want to eat them. If you could help it. Which I do intend to help it. Hello. Wah, 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 wah. Nice. Ugh, I didn't need to hear all that. I probably should have read it, but I didn't. Alright. I'm gonna try to talk to as many people as I can. Try to befriend some more people. Nothing like a sunny Sunday to lift the spirits. Also, some good old spirits to lift the spirits. Can I get you anything? No. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Harvey, Dr. Man, I hardly ever see you, except when I pass out. I'm struggling to make ends meet. I don't have enough patience. Is that why you take 1,000 gold out of my pockets if I pass out? Marnie, do you want this? I just found it on the ground, and I need to be friends with you. Feel free to visit us anytime you please. Beautiful. Does that mean I can go in your room? 2 stars. Probably not. I'm waiting for her to get far enough away so I could look for trash can cookies. Nice. Okay. Nothing. Might do some fishing then. Ah, hello. You again? How many times do I have to tell you to leave me alone? Okay, my guy. Can I go in Marnie's house? No. So let's fish. Fish it shall. On the note of crazy things that have been going on in the world, in my master's degree class, I just got an email today with updated course offerings. And one of the classes that I can now take is AI in agricultural science. It's hard to have fun on Sunday. I keep thinking about having to go to work tomorrow. Bruh, same, I agree. So it's AI in agricultural sciences, and I was reading up on the syllabus. The syllabus is basically like, from what I gathered, is every week a student is assigned to a particular research article, and then they use an AI service like ChatGPT or any of the others in order to analyze and write a summary for said research article. And then we as students are supposed to analyze the summary and analysis of ChatGPT and talk about how credible it is, if it's accurate, and all that other stuff. And I mean, honestly, I think it sounds like a pretty fine class, and I might consider taking it. I am currently registered for classes, but one of them I just picked just because I didn't know what else to pick, and I'm not really interested in it. So I think I might replace that class with this AI one. Because we've kind of opened Pandora's box when it comes to AI, and there's no putting it back into the box So we really need to learn how it fits into the world, and simply ignoring the problem I don't think will help with that issue. So guess we'll find out what happens down the road. I'm gonna get that chest in a moment. I just want to get the bar. Nice. Perfect timing. Bait! A wild apom appears. Hold on. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, catch. Oops. I just hit my hand on my fucking desk and it hurt so bad. Though I did hear that AI, the bad AI that steals art without crediting the artist or giving them any sort of compensation on the profit they make, is becoming, oops, is training on bad AI art. So the AI art is getting worse and worse because it's training on the images that it's generated itself. Woo. Green algae. Oh, that was fast. Ooh, another chest. A chub. Oh, hello, Nick. So the AI is basically the big old snake feeding on itself, pretty much. Yes, that is exactly what it is doing. Um, at least in the realm of art. I don't know exactly how it works in like other things. I'm not sure if you were in here earlier, but there's a class that my school is offering called AI in agricultural sciences. Hello. How are you? How have you been? And this class is meant to like show you how AI can and cannot be used in science. Heard that one, got here just before you told it. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna take that class. I think it sounds interesting and I think it's important. You're just lurking, that is fine. You are free to lurk, my friend. I'm just chilling. And trying to do a little bit of cleanup around the farm. It's getting late. Say no more. I will head home. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Oop, I guess I need to sell stuff first. Hold on. Or put stuff away. Whoa, where did all my wood go? I think I can sell. Where did I get a mushroom from? I thought I sold all my mushrooms earlier. Hmm. Okay, to bed. Slay. But first, hold on. Accepting quests. I don't remember what day Spirit's Eve is on, but that should be happening soon. We might make it to winter today, but I'm not entirely sure. And when I say today, I mean IRL today, not in-game today. Nice! We've breached 100G. Definitely think I'm gonna build a coop soon. Clear and sunny. Nice. Stardew Valley has joined us. Neutral. Alright. Sounds like a not walleye. You can find this fish on rainy evenings during the fall and winter. It can be found in any freshwater location. Okay, good to know. I was saying something and I got completely distracted and now I don't remember what I was saying. Come by the shop and check out the new rods. They're the best money can buy and you can customize them with different kinds of tackle. Okay, okay. Will do. Can I make a battery yet? I'm pretty sure that is what I was doing the refined quartz for. Yeah. Refined quartz, 5 bat wings, and an iron bar. How many iron bars do I have? 3. Okay, not the best, but also not the worst. In other news, I had a day of days today where it was a day. Everything that could go wrong felt like it was going wrong, and it was all just minor stuff, right? But it just took its toll on me mentally. I started my day with waking up to an Etsy message, not for my store, but for someone I was in contact with in regards to my wedding dress. I'm getting custom wedding dress made. I was very excited about it. And the message today was them saying that they're no longer accepting custom orders and they are not going to be working on my dress. They're like, you can buy one of the other dresses that we have on offer and we could use the fabric that you selected, but we're not going to make you the custom dress. Sorry. And I was like, great, perfect. So that was the start of my morning. And then at least the drive to work was uneventful, but then I get into work and have to spend 4 hours on a microscope in a dark room, taking images of like the cells and stuff for an experiment that I did last week, which normally I really enjoy, but it was a lot of images I needed to take, probably like 300 images, and it took me like 4 hours. And I got a big migraine from sitting in the dark on a computer without a blue screen filter. So I was in a bad mood. Once I walked out of the cave that I was in and my eyes beheld the light, my head was like, no ma'am, you hate this. And I was like, great. And then after I got back into lab, after being in the microscope room forever, it just seemed like everyone was just telling me stuff was wrong. Like, my position, I'm not a graduate student. I am a graduate student, but not for the place that I work. So I'm a staff member, but we don't have like lab techs to help with the minor stuff around. We also don't have a lab manager to help run things. We just have the PI, 2 graduate students, and me. I fill both the lab tech role, the lab manager role, and my main hiring role, which was to do research on behalf of my PI when he is not in the lab. So I have like 3 different jobs around the lab that I work in, and it was just too much today. People aren't doing their due diligence and letting me know when stuff is running out, which means I hear about stuff being like empty when people need it, which is inconvenient for me. And it's just not a good time. All around, 10 out of 10, do not recommend. And there was like 5 instances of people being like, oh, hey, did you know this is out? And I was like, no one told me. And then they're like, oh, well, I need it now. Can you make some? And I'm like, oh my gosh. It's just a lot. Hello, Pearl. I am talking about my day of days. You're going to eat dinner? Are you done streaming? Did you have a good stream? Did you get work done? I'm going to eat dinner and watch you, and I can't wait. Can't wait for what? And I'm drinking water now. Mm-hmm. I've drunketh the water.
Okay, have a good lurk. I'm stretching.
Thank you so much for the care package. Okay, I was going to do some cleanup work around the farm to hopefully make an area for animals, which I think is going to be over here. I need a lot of wood, and I do believe I need stone, but I don't know how much. Might not have enough stone today, even if I get enough wood. Yeah, you're a mod. I made all my friendos mods. My IRL friendos. All right, welcome back from ads, everybody. I'm gonna go to Robin's and get a coop, maybe a barn. I think a barn would do better over there. Barn, Stardew Valley. But first, I need to check what is needed for a barn, because I don't remember, and I don't want to walk all the way down there. I do not have enough wood. Oh, wait. Yes, I do. Yes, I do have enough wood. Wait, no. I need 350 wood. I have enough stone. Let me see how much wood I have. Ah! Not enough. Okay. We could fix this, though. We have... We have food. We can fix it. Uh-huh. Eat. Nice. A little bit more. And one more. Beautiful. Okay. A train, you know, I'm sorry. I'm not going to run all the way up there. I have more important things to do. For a train that may or may not drop stuff. Okay. And I'm going to check how much wood that we have. 272. Okay, and we need 350. Questionable as to whether or not I will be able to get it before Robin closes. Oop. Oh. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. This is hardwood, so it doesn't count, but I need it out of the way regardless. 390? Okay. I don't think we will be able to get to Robin today, unfortunately. It is now 4:40 and I think she closes at 5. But the good news is we will have all this ready for tomorrow. Get rid of all the little ones. A ball toy. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Poke check. No, okay, poke catch. $3.68. Okay. It's 6. We're not gonna make it, but it's okay. What I can do, however, is grab my floor and kind of plan out where I want the barn to go. Oh, look, our apple tree's growing. Nice. I may get another apple tree as well. All right, so I think I want the front of the barn to line up along that, which means I want path to go like this. That way I could just use it to run and go into each barn. You know what I mean? And then I can fence in between them and fence around, and I do believe the pond is down here. Or at least part of the pond is. Awesome. Okay, what else? I still have some energy, so I might chop down another tree. Just get ahead on wood while we still can. Because I will need to make fences for the animal area. Uh-oh. I don't think I'm going to be able to chop this down. Ooh! Alright, that's it. Enough pushing boundaries. Womp womp. Wood? Oh no, I should keep that in my inventory. Don't be a Dumbo. Wood, fiber, seeds. Hardwood. Ooh, a maple seed. I could plant that. Chop it down. And then I could sell the rest and put this on my fishing rod. Oh, I could also offload my sap and coal and slime. Okay, beautiful. Sell the mushies. On the note of my week, for the past couple of weeks, I've just been utterly exhausted. I feel like I have no like quiet time to decompress. I'm very much not an extrovert, and I feel like I'm getting a lot more socialization than I'm really used to. And because of that, I really can't relax, which is unfortunate. It's going to rain all day tomorrow. Okay. Neutral. I found this in a drawer somewhere. A battery! Nice! Okay. So, it's gonna rain tomorrow. I might be able to plan it so that I might have the materials in order to upgrade my watering can. Actually, false. It looks like I already have a steel watering can. Okay, so never mind. Maybe I will upgrade my axe. I think I'll upgrade my axe. Do 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 do. Nice of Pam to give me a battery. I think I might be able to build a lightning rod now. Keep my crops from getting struck by lightning. I don't remember what was growing here. Eggplants, maybe? I think it was eggplants. Berry rose honey, nice. Oh no, I don't need them for the... Ah, got it. I don't need those for... Oh my god, words are escaping me. For the lightning rod, lightning rods produce those. Alright, so let us go to Robin. And finally buy a barn. I lied. We're not going to Robin, we're harvesting mushrooms. Now we're going to Robin. But in other news, I've been watching The Witcher. I've been caught up on all the seasons. Season 3 is now coming out, and I realize that there's some like diehard fans who have read all the books and all that other stuff who are really knocking on The Witcher right now. But as someone who's just played games and not read the books, Robin, I'm enjoying the TV show a lot, and I have the books to read, and I will read them at some point. But I don't see why people are dogging on it so hard. It's very like common for no. Is today her like fucking hot yoga day? Ah, that's upsetting. I guess I'm gonna do some more cleaning up around the farm. I don't have the iron needed in order to upgrade my axe. I only have 3 iron and you need 5. I definitely have the money for it, just not the fun, or just not the materials. So maybe instead of doing anything on my farm, I will go into the mines. And get some gold. Oh no, what I should do is go to the iron level and get more iron. Yeah, that's what I will do instead. Leave. And I do believe it's like D-ish? Yeah. Nice. Get some stuff to sell while we're here. Okay, I can definitely tell luck is not on my side today. I'm gonna check every rock and it's gonna be the last one. I'm gonna waste all my energy in this one room. Damn, I was hoping that it would have a ladder, for sure. Boots! I think the boots that I have are better than those, but that's okay. Thermal boots. Oh, there's iron down there. Oh wait, ghost. Wow. Oh no. I think bats next to certain things in Skull Cavern that shall not be named are some of the most annoying enemies in the game. Great. How much iron do I have? 25? I can make 5 bricks. 5 ingots, I guess I should say. A ghost fish. Oh, it just processed why they call them ghost fish, because the ghosts carry them. Oh my god. I've been playing this game for years and I just now realized that. I feel dumb. I'm about to run out of energy. Let's see. What gives me energy? None of those. Mushrooms do. Might eat my mushrooms. 53 energy. Ooh. Okay. Oh. Yes, eat mushroom. Look at all this iron. And quartz. Such relaxing music. Nice. This is just what I wanted. One down there. A wild Aurorus. I don't know if I have one of those. Oh, good check. No, I don't. Oh, good catch. Oops. Oh, if I could spell it right. There we go. I'm gonna be swimming in iron, which is perfect because I need to make lightning rods. Oh no. However, I do think I am going to leave the mines now, so I do have time to make some, um, bars. There we go. I can talk. I can think. I can form sentences in words sometimes. Occasionally. Very rarely, actually. Clay, just what I wanted. Reminds me of IRL. Our house has nothing but clay everywhere, and I really want a garden. But it's a big problem because it's really compacted clay. And take a hot minute. Um, I didn't catch that thing, unfortunately. It's gonna take a hot minute to be able to grow anything. Do I need to give this to anything? Nope, I can sell it. Beautiful. It will take some effort to claim it. Yes, it will. Nice play on words. Yeah, but for real though, in all seriousness, it will take a lot of effort to make it to a point where it's growable. I might be better off just building raised beds and gardening out of that, which will be better in the long run anyway. For the sake of like my body and knees. But it also means like money. You have to buy wood and stuff in order to make a raised garden bed. Um, or at least the ones that I like require a little bit of funds to do. And I simply don't have that right now. I'm saving up for a wedding, which is a lot of money. I'm excited, but at the same time, um, I don't know. It just. Mm. Sorry, I was stretching. Ooh. On the down low, um, I, Mr. Morden and I have to be sneaky snacks about sugary foods in the house because the little one has a sugar addiction, which he is currently withdrawing from, and he spent like 3 hours today crying because Mr. Morden like said you could have TV if you could find the remote and put the remote like right next to the TV. And instead of looking for the remote, this child decides he wants to cry for 3 hours instead. And I'm just like, why? The time you spent crying, you could have found the remote 10 times over and spent the day watching TV. But the mind of children eludes me. I'm really awkward about kids and I don't know how to fix it. it I'm jealous of people who like make it look so natural to interact with children. Hello. Mr. Morden's at the top of the stairs, looming ominously. Hi. What's up? Nothing. Hello. Ooh, a shoulder massage. Thank you. I was talking about how the wee one cried for 3 hours because you hid the remote next to the TV.
I told him to be a scavenger.
And he just straight up didn't want to look for it. Alright, so I have 5 bars today, on top of going to Robin, since she shouldn't be exercising. George! Why did you send me 35 stone? On top... On top of going to Robin today, I think I'm also going to go to Clint and have him upgrade my axe. Or maybe my pickaxe, because it's a unlucky day today, so I don't want to go to the mines anyway. Rock and stone, I thought a dwarf would like some. I prefer precious metals, thank you. Oh, a cookie, thank you. I appreciate it. The child is upstairs crying again. I don't know why. Precious stones and cookies, noted. Listen, your girl likes to eat. It takes a lot of work to maintain all this muscle mass. Thank you very much. I need to eat a lot of calories in order to maintain my glorious, beautiful muscles. Before I actually go to Robin, I do need to make sure that this area is really completely clear so that the barn will fit here. So I am gonna do a little bit of clearing. Claiming the garden will take some muscles and calories too. It will. It will. Currently, the garden project that we are working on around the house isn't reclaiming the clay. But rather, we had mulch delivered, and we are spreading mulch about the yard. Both to control, like, weeds, because the previous owners had, like, garden beds that have some plants in them. So we're laying mulch to help control weeds. But also, there's areas, like, around the house where rain runoff flows. We're going to try to use mulch to control erosion in those areas as well. Because even though we have functional gutters, the water from the surrounding properties and stuff runs right through our backyard into our neighbor's yard. Unfortunately for him, he's at a lower area than we are. But yeah, it's just not the best rainwater wise. So we need to lay some mulch around the foundation of the house, and we are working on propagating clover and moss. Moss in the backyard, because it's super shady, and who doesn't love moss? It's gorgeous. And then clover in the front yard, where it's more sunny. Oh, my inventory's full. What the hell? Oh, well. Oh. Because it's more sunny in the front yard, and clover does better in direct sunlight. It's also better for the soil than, like, turf grasses. I just want to speak to Robin. Am I here for Maru? Oh, hello there. My dad and I... Hold on, I'm sorry. I took a bite of cookie and now I need to eat it. My dad and I are just testing some soil samples. Don't be shy, we could use a hand actually. Might be worth getting a shredder machine thingy to make mulch, if you need a lot. Well, there's this glorious service. Hold on, let me finish with Maru and then I'll tell you about it. I think she just asked me to help with her soil samples or to watch something while she goes and gets a soil sample. Thanks for helping out, Maeve. Mm-hmm. Now you're gonna be an asshole. Mara's a good kid. She's my special little girl. I wouldn't want anything getting in the way of her bright future. Know what I mean? Listen, sir. It's not my fault if she falls for my glorious muscles and biceps. Just some food for thought. I can end you. I could crush your head between my thighs in a non-sexual way. Hey, sorry about that. I hope you found something to talk about while I was gone. I was just telling Maeve about the soil samples we're testing. No, he didn't. He was being a butt. Actually, your dad was being weird. Huh. What did you say to her, Dad? Tell her. Okay, okay. We were talking about you, sweetie. I wanted to say a few things to Maeve about you, but I didn't want to embarrass you. I shouldn't have lied about it. That's okay, Dad. I understand. We should get back to work before these samples crystallize. Mm-hmm. Can I do a barn? Eh. Okay, okay, okay. So, the barn is going to go right here. And I'm going to do 2 of these and 2 coops. Okay, I'll start working on your new barn first thing tomorrow morning. Awesome. I'm also going to talk to you. All right. Hey there, Maeve. I was just daydreaming about some new carpentry projects. Are you doing okay at your place? How's the woodwork in your cottage holding up? All right, it looks like you're back from ads. I'm going to talk about a wonderful service. There's a service out there if you're in the United States, which, if I remember right, you're in Europe. But it might be overseas, who knows? If you're in the United States, there's a service called Chip Drop. And what it does is it connects like local tree trimming companies and stuff like that to customers who want mulch. So instead of going through like middleman and selling the wood chips to a landscaper or paying a fee to give them to a landscaper where the landscaper then processes the mulch and dyes it and all that other stuff for the customer to sell, Chip Drop just says, hey, there's a customer at this location who wants raw wood chips, and the people who trim trees mulch all the wood and drop it off right at your house. However, caveat to that, there's no way to control how much you get, so you just get a truckload. So it's not really the best if you have like a small project you want to do with mulch, but if you have a big ol' yard like we do, it's great and it's free. Completely free to have an entire truckload of raw wood chips dropped off at your house, which is beautiful. Anyway, but yes, at some point, because of all the trees we have and a lot of branches that fall, instead of throwing those limbs and stuff up at a branch pile at the top of our property, I would like to get a little mulcher to chip up the branches. That way we don't have an ever increasing wood tree branch pile. But I think our next purchase in terms of like gardening goes is we need like a hedge trimmer because the hedges and shrubs and all that stuff that came with the property and were planted by the previous owners have not been like maintained for an entire year since we moved in November. And we really need hedge trimmers to clean those bad boys up. They're looking scraggly. Very, very scraggly. Okay, how much wood do I have left? 174. Okay. Let's pump those numbers. Oh, wait. I said I was going to go to Clint. Let me go to Clint. And upgrade my pickaxe. I forgot what I was going to say before I got distracted by needing to go to Clint, so I apologize for that one. A wild marowak appears. Oka check. Not registered. Alright. Oka catch. Thank you for bearing with me while I catch Pokemon. It is appreciated. Trying to fill my Pokedex. Alright. Town, please. Alright, upgrade tools. Steel pickaxe. Yeah, I think the pickaxe is the better move right now because we are at a point in the mines where it's costing, from a energy standpoint, it is not efficient for me to go to the mines at the moment. And then we'll worry about the axe after. And I can do some more wood chopping today. So hopefully I could get enough wood to build a fence and flesh out the what is that thing that we walk on called? Path. Flesh out my path around the place. What this? Anchovy. To rub on my sore toe. Ew. I couldn't even imagine rubbing a fish on my foot. Sounds terrible. I couldn't actually imagine rubbing a fish on anything. Other than, like, my mouth as I eat it. That just seems like a very strange concept to me. That's one of those very, like, folk medicine type things. Maybe rum some seasoning into the fish instead. Yeah, that would work. Okay, I'm gonna take that stuff out. Geodes can go in there. Ooh. On the note of rubbing things on your body in order to make them feel better, it's like, it blows my mind how much of modern medicine is originally derived from plants. It's one of my favorite concepts to think about. Oh, I didn't realize I had so many ingots. Look at that. Oh, I need this. And then I could do some refined quartz as well, which I think I left some refined quartz in the other chest out there. It is okay. We could get it later. And it looks like a lot of this other stuff I can sell. But where I was going with rubbing stuff all over your body and it being useful, is like icy hot, right? Comes from concepts of rubbing mint and peppers on sore areas in order to make them feel better. It's all the same stuff. It's just the modern medicine is stronger. We have succeeded in just making things more efficient from the use of synthetics. Herbalism would have been much more advanced had people not treated the practitioners as witches. I agree. It's one of the things that, like, really pisses me off about history is people doing something that clearly works and is beneficial and they're vilified for it simply because people don't understand how it works. It happens today as well, except people aren't burned at the stake. Instead, they're crucified online or in their job or whatever, and people don't want to associate with them anymore. Oh! A raid! Hello, my dear. How was your stream? Was it good? Hello! We are talking about herbalism, and hello! It's a raid! I don't have a raid command, unfortunately. I will get one. How was everyone's time with Pearl? I know she was doing the art. She's really good at the art. Did you know? Surely you must. Hello, my dear. Oh gosh. I blush. Yeah, just trying to imagine at what heights humanity would be if not for the religious suppression of reason. Yeah. I I think that had there not been like some crazy plague that wiped out a lot of ancient Greece when it was at its heyday of thought and scientific thinking, we would be in a much better place. We would be a much better place than we are now. But alas, a plague came through and killed a lot of that beautiful scientific thinking that we came to know and love. And then the Romans tried to revive it, and then the Romans got turned over to Christian thinking, and then the downfall began. Art went well, got 2 chibis done, and did some work on Pearl's 2D live model ref. Nice. How's the live 2D going? Oh, someone followed. Snackle crackle. Wait, hold on. Snap crackled pop. I'm sorry, I butchered your name the first time, but thank you for joining the Morden clan, where everybody's Irish. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to go get food and cook, and I will be lurking until I get back. Beautiful. Have fun with your cooking. I hope it's tasty food, and I will see you when you get back. Smart people like me, thank you so much. I do my best to be as smart as I can, but alas, even I can be big dumb sometimes. Oof. Snackle crackle. Yes. I did say that thing that you said I did. I won't deny it. How was Pearl's stream? Did you enjoy your time there? Good. I'm glad I did not offend. That's all I can ask for. That being said, your name is not the worst one that I've butchered. I've been completely off on some other names, so just welcome to the bad name club, I guess, or mispronounced name club, I guess. You have a wonderful name. It's not bad. Ignore me. I can't speak. Goodbye, Pearl. Have fun cooking. Enjoy your fish. Okay, what was I doing? I was cleaning out my inventory and then I was gonna chop down trees. But hello! Welcome, people who were watching Pearl. My name is Miss Morden. I'm a ancient Irish demigoddess. Daughter of Morden, the dwarven creator. For those of you who don't know him, play D&D. Play D&D, he's very prominent, and, yeah, he created the dwarves. Hence what I am. I'm a dwarf lady, short and muscular. Love to talk about D&D and love playing cozy games, and also nerding out about random stuff. Before you guys came in, Nick and I were talking about herbalism and how most of modern medicine comes from plant derivatives. Originally, like willow bark, is the precursor to ibuprofen. And then humans were like, oh, what do you know? We could make this better through the use of science, and now we have modern day ibuprofen, which has done wonders for household remedies. And then, of course, honey, which isn't quite plant-based. Bees make it, and they make it from plants, but honey is a wonderful antiseptic. It also never expires. The more you know. What other plant facts do I know? Honestly, I could know a whole lot more. I really wanted to pursue botany, but there wasn't a major in my colleges, so I pursued microbiology instead, which I love, don't get me wrong. But I love the idea of botany, and I would love to pursue it further, so instead I pursue it in my own, like, kind of free time. I do a lot of research on plants. Lately, I've been utterly fascinated with mushrooms. There's a lot of mushrooms that grow in our backyard, and I'm 100% here for it. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I see a message. Speaking of plants, are vegans ones who don't eat meat or ones that only eat plants? Aren't those two sides of the same coin? I would think they're two sides of the same coin. They have the same difference between them, or the same... Yeah, I think that's the correct way to say that. They have the same difference between them. I don't know, but I would classify a vegan as someone who eats exclusively plants. Not as someone who doesn't eat meat, if that makes sense. Kind of like how when someone says, oh, I'm a pescatarian, they don't say, oh, I don't eat chicken, cow, or whatever. They say, I only eat fish. Yes, vegetarians and vegans both don't eat meat. Vegans typically don't eat things that come from animals either. Yeah, i.e. milk and eggs, including honey, which, okay, I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant. If you're a vegan and you don't eat honey, that's completely your choice. But to say that you don't eat it because it's animal cruelty is wrong. Bees make more honey than they could ever use. So much so that it'll literally just drip from their hive and it'll create instances of mold and mildew beneath it if nothing is ever done with it. So it's a waste not to do anything with it. However, I do think that some of the practices behind beekeeping could be done better. Like smoking out bees, while it can be a useful tactic, I don't think it's always necessary. But I'm also not a beekeeper, so I can't fully speak. Those are just my opinions. Don't take them as gospel, please. They're just how I feel. Fun fact, mushrooms are neither plants or animals. They are closer to animals. Yes, they are in the domain Eukarya. And they are more closely related to animals than they are plants. Because fungi do not typically utilize chlorophyll. And there's also a bunch of other functional differences, like instead of having a cell wall like plants do, they use chitin to structure their cells, which humans don't really do either, but crabs do, and insects do, and all of that other stuff. So remind vegans of this fun fact whenever you meet one. I think the difference between a fungus and an animal in their eyes, though, is that a fungus doesn't have nerves, it cannot feel pain, all that other stuff. However, new research is coming out that suggests plants can feel pain and they respond to pain, which is, honestly, it tracks. I was posed this question by my significant other the other day. On the note of plants feeling pain, he was like, how do we know they're not sentient? And I'm like, well, we don't. Our concept of sentience wholly revolves around how we understand ourselves. So we wouldn't recognize sentience in a plant any more than we could recognize omnipotence from, like, a god. You know what I mean? Like, we just do not have the ability to comprehend it in a meaningful way. So plants very well could be sentient in their own right. We just have no way of understanding it because of how we perceive the world. Through the lens of humanism. We could do our best, but the reality is without being able to experience it ourselves, we really won't know. Got a little existential. Sorry. But I like to think about stuff like that. I think it's fun. I think it's also important to think about things that challenge your way of thinking. Whether it be a differing political view or some new science fact that you learned that was different from when you were in high school, I think it's important to learn all that stuff. I love it. I'm glad. I'm glad you love it. I love it too. Fun fact, when I was in high school, the way I learned about, like, animals and plants and fungus and stuff, it was the 5 kingdoms. So it was like Animalia, plants, fungi, archaea, and prokaryotes, something like that. And then between the time of me graduating high school to going to college, that entire paradigm changed. And when I got into college, they were like, "Oh yeah, it's just the three domains. It's bacteria like prokaryotes, archaea, and eukaryotes." No more was fungi and plants its own category. They were all lumped in together, all because of how we advanced with gene sequencing. We started to realize that stuff was more related than we thought it was, and all of our previous experience with categorizing plants and animals was all due to how we saw them, like morphology based. And then once genetics became, well, a bigger field because it became cheaper and easier to do, we realized that stuff that didn't seemingly relate to each other were more related than we thought, and that's beautiful. I love it when science turns things on its head. It's one of my favorite things. A wee bit of mental exercise never hurt, right? You're correct. I didn't read that sentence right, but it's the same thing. It's okay. Ah, I'm out. Oh, I missed a Pokemon. Oh, I was too busy talking. Shame on me. I have hiccups. Okay. I think Spirit's Eve is tomorrow or the day after, maybe? And then it will be winter. I do not think we will get to winter today. Only because days seem to take about 20-15 minutes. I didn't write it well either. It's okay. When I'm in people's chats, interacting with them, I make typos all the time. I was in someone's chat the other day on the weekend, just relaxing, and we were talking about mosquitoes, and how like it's beneficial for them to have a preference for the most common blood type and all that other stuff. But oh god, where was I going with this? I said something and I completely like fucked up the sentence in a way that the people were like, "What on earth are you talking about?" And I was embarrassed because I consider myself an intelligent person. I've gone to college and I work in science and I'm getting my master's degree, but I just flubbed so hard that I was like, I'm just not gonna talk ever again in someone's chat about science, because that was not pleasant. Hello, Robin. Don't you have a calendar? I don't. I could probably go to Pierre's and buy one. I have enough money. I will do that. I don't have a calendar. I use the calendar in the town square. But let me double check before I have egg on my face. Yeah, I don't have a calendar. Isn't it like 500? Listen. Shh. Shh, shh, shh. There's a lot of things I can buy and don't have yet. Simply because I just haven't bought them. But I could go on a shopping spree today. That is something I can do. No, no! Okay. Hello, world! Hold on. Let me read this real quick, and then I will continue being excited that you're in here. In other parts of the world, it's spring right now. Imagine that. Ah, how hemispheres work. Hello, world. How are you? Did you stream today? Or were you in... Oh, you were in Pearls! What's the thing called? I just said the word stream. Did you enjoy her art? I always enjoy her art. She a beautiful lady who does beautiful art. Catalog. I could get the catalog while I'm here today. Ooh. Wait a second. Where's the calendar? Do I get that from Robin? I must. Okay. Hold on. Let me do this. You buy it from Robin, then. I do believe that is the case, my dear friend. Let's go visit Robin. Yes, her art is amazing, and so is Peril. Peril is amazing. That gives me the same vibes as that meme from The Walking Dead, where, what's his name? No barn, no calendar. Ah! Oh, that's right. I can't buy a calendar. I'm dumb. She's working at my farm. Carl! Yeah, it's when what's his face says Carl's name in a really weird way. What's his name? Grimes.
Bruh.
What's his first name? Bruh. Mm-hmm. What? Rick Grimes. There we go. Also, I'm gonna vent a little tiny bit about The Walking Dead. I finished all of the main series, right? I'm somewhat in the middle of Fear the Walking Dead, and I'm excited about the Maggie Negan spinoff. But I just want to express my utter frustration with the end of the main series and how Michonne and Rick were like nowhere to be found throughout the entire thing. And the way it ended implied that they would return at some point. They're both still alive, but they're off doing things, and I'm like, all you did was leave the grand finale to the main season open-ended when the main character didn't even get closure for anything, and I'm mad. I'm mad about it. That's all I have to say. Alright, let me put this away, and this, and that. Alright. Same. I'm glad. I'm glad I'm not the only one completely frustrated about that. Let's see, this corner or this corner in the kitchen? I'm gonna put it there. There we go. Wallpaper. Ooh, plaid. It fits me very, very well. Ah, it matches me so perfectly, and I did not mean to get this many. Why can I not put it there? Okay, there we go. Never watched that one. Have you watched any of The Walking Deads, or are you not a zombie fan? Or do you prefer animated stuff? Beautiful. Paper. Floors. Ooh, a nice dark floor would look good. Whoa, 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 don't freak out. Zero interest in zombie things. Why? Because they're so overdone, or just because you don't like zombies? Ooh, that's a pretty floor. It kind of looks like scales. Just cuz. Got it, got it, got it. That's fair. It took me a while to ever show an interest in The Walking Dead. I definitely did not start watching it when it first came out. Same with Game of Thrones, actually. It took me, you know, a few years, probably about 5 years, to jump on board with either one of them. But I was also equally disappointed in the ending of Game of Thrones as well. Okay, I think the floor that I'm gonna go with is this dark wood one that I just passed. Right here. I have 2 rooms. Beautiful. Oh, I need one more. My interest lies in fantasy and history, even those two have a rather blurry line. Yeah. How do you feel about the, ooh, what are they called? The, a Lord of the Rings slash Hobbit show. I forgot what it's called. I'm so sorry. That one. You know the one. Beautiful. Look at that. My home matches my armor now. But I also like fantasy. I like historically themed fantasies. However, I don't watch too many like true history series. I find that oh, there's an ad break coming up. We can talk more after the ad break. You mean the hate fiction dumpster fire called Rings of Power? I didn't think it was that bad. I enjoyed it on like a base level. Um okay. Hello, welcome back. It looks like y'all are back from Mats. But yeah, you didn't like Rings of Power? I didn't mind it, but I also this brings me back to what I was saying earlier about stuff that's based off books. Um it's like I understand people are really passionate about the books and they want everything to stay true to the source material and all that other stuff. But it's just the nature of cinema to take liberties, and I feel like people getting upset knowing that their favorite shows or their favorite books aren't going to be true to the media that's made about them it could be silly in my opinion. um I've always very much been able to enjoy movies and stuff based on books that I've read purely from the standpoint of I don't expect them to be anything like the books at all. I just enjoy them as a separate piece of media that's somewhat related. Nothing in it stayed true to the source material. Got it. I The Hobbit and um Lord of the Rings. I thoroughly enjoyed the Hobbit films, and the Hobbit book is on my list of things to read. But I was never a huge fan of Lord of the Rings. I watched them and I've seen them, but the movies just never held my attention. And I know that's unpopular amongst nerds. I've spoken taboo, but yeah, I can see why people like them. They just aren't my cup of tea. They're a little too slow, a little too long for my attention span. To the point it's created colossal plot holes. I see. What is one of the plot holes? Enlighten me. Ruin it for me too. The most prominent example I could think of recently of a book that I've read and a movie that's come out is Ready Player One. There were some things where I was like, whoa, that wasn't in the book. That's not how this goes. But I don't know. It didn't upset me the way it seemed to upset other people. Like some major character won't be born down the line. Oh, interesting. Never would have thought it. Never would have thunk it. Alright, how much wood do I have? 175. I do not know if that will be enough to build a fence all the way around this area, so I will keep going. And this will be my last tree, because I'm about to pass out. Ba-da-dum, bum. Ooh, I have a lot more wood than I expected. I would probably be able to finish a fence then. Okay, let's see. Let us see. Fancy, fancy. Ooh, but a stone fence would last a lot longer. And I think I have more stone too. Time to put my muscles to work. Put in that stone fence. IRL though, I love the aesthetic of stone fences. When I went to Ireland to visit with one of my friends, one of my favorite things when we were driving from like the east coast to the west coast of Ireland was the fences like that you would see out in pastures, because it's not like America, right, where every rancher has a fence to designate their property lines with their sheep in it and all that other stuff. In Ireland, you have a fence to keep the sheep from going in the road in a lot of like heavily trafficked areas, and that's it. Otherwise, the farmers just release all their sheep together out into the pasture, where they intermingle and stuff, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Hold on. A little bit of concentration is necessary at this point in time. Where they would intermingle and like breed and stuff like that. And then come winter, the farmers would bring all their sheep back, and the way they would tell them all apart is because they would dye the sheep's wool with like animal safe spray paint, so they would be able to tell. Oh, I don't have a pickaxe. I'll have to leave this open for a minute, that way I can get in and out of here until I get a pickaxe. But where was I going with this? Oh yeah, the fences were just to keep the animals off the road for the most part. But all the farmers just let their sheep mix together, and they were able to tell them apart based on how their fur was spray painted along their backs. And I'm like, that's beautiful. What a wonderful like community sort of thing that they do. Granted, it's for a reason, is to keep inbreeding from happening amongst their populations of sheep. But it just, like, they give no fucks about property lines there when it comes to ranching, and I think that's awesome. Alright. Spirits Eve is tonight. Beautiful. So it was the 26th. The garden may take offense to it. Ah, you're so punny. Irish, no wonder you like it. Heard the Scots are not fans of stone fences. I've never been to Scotland. I would love to go one day and visit Northern Ireland as well. I didn't get to go up north, but I also want to go to the Isle of Man, all of it, and the Faroe Islands, and then of course I'm getting married in Iceland, all of it. Like, I just want to go to all those places. They're beautiful. Oh, Hadrian's Wall. Did Hadrian's Wall even make it up that far? I thought it was like up halfway to Britain. Was it really that far? Or up halfway to Britain. Oh my god, that's not what I meant. Halfway like through the UK. Did it really go as far as Scotland? I know the Picts, I think it was the Picts, regularly attacked the wall when the Romans were guarding it. I almost said gardening it. Jesus. But I'm not entirely sure how far the Pict territory went. It was the thin part in Scotland. Oh, I see, I see. My history man over here learning me some things. Recently, one of the like news things that came across my Google feed, because it's full of nerdy stuff, is the concrete that they use to make like Roman arches and aqueducts and all that other stuff. Like, they think that they've cracked the recipe and that it uses like a blend of salt, like seawater, ocean water, and crushed lime instead of powdered lime. And apparently because the lime isn't like fully powdered into the concrete and it's in clumps, as the concrete gets damaged and water gets into the cracks and makes contact with the lime dissolves, fills the crack, and the concrete heals itself, which is why they've lasted so long. And I was like, wow, that's super cool. Why don't we do that for more concrete things? And especially since concrete as a business right now is such like a ecological disaster, maybe making concrete that's longer lasting than how it's made now would help with that. Anyway, my tirade is over. Sorry for a little rant about concrete. Roman concrete, yes. It was somewhat north of the halfway point. Yeah, that's what they used to build ports, Roman concrete. Yes. Yes. The shipyards where they used to launch ships off of had a lot of Roman concrete in it. I'm not sure if they knew about it being more effective in the sea, though. They probably didn't realize it, because they had nothing to compare the longevity to, whereas nowadays we have concrete, right, that doesn't last nearly as long, and we look back at something that's thousands of years old and we're like, why is this lasting so long? We have a reference. We have a reference point for how long. Oh, there's worms. Hold on. We have a reference point. Okay. I need to go to Clint's before... Ooh, I might not be able to go into town. It might be like, me, you're not allowed to do this today. Come back later. But let's try it. Oh, I could. Nice. Gimme. Nice. I forgot to bring iron. Ugh, big dumb. Lasting things are not made today since those are bad for profit. Yeah, well, it's also bad for the environment. We need more people to stop caring about profit. You could still make a profit on that stuff. It's just, it costs more upfront for the person buying it, which is the issue. If everyone had to pay higher prices for the same long-lasting product, then it wouldn't be an issue. But the issue is people would still creating a cheaper, not as long-lasting product, and people would prefer that. So we should just not give them the option. I jest, partly. It's half a joke, but also half serious. There we go. Oh, I just completely destroyed that rock wall. I didn't even give it back. Get it back. That's dumb. Okay. Give me this. What is your favorite history fact? Your favorite thing? Go. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna try to make it to Clint's. I think I will be able to. Yeah, I have plenty of wood, so it won't be an issue for me to get rid of my axe. I need this. Thank you. Move, dog. Get out the way. Get out the way, dog. Hey, buddy. I need you to upgrade my axe. Thanks. And then I think I'm gonna go into the mines for the rest of the day. Probably a Roman man by the name of Lucius Cornelius Sulla. Sulla? One of those. Tell me about him. Why is he your favorite? I do not remember the name of this man, but I remember learning in history class about, I want to say he was Roman, but the way he fought wars on sea was he would latch on to enemy ships and throw venomous snakes on board to kill them. And then just unlatch and wait for everyone on board to die. And I was like, wow, what a tactic. But effective. I could see why it works. But as I said, I have no idea who the name of that person is. I just know that I was taught that at some point. I do believe in high school. Oh no, I turned the wrong way. God. Gosh darn it. Things weren't looking good for Rome, both internally and externally, so he massacred the Republicans, creating internal stability, then took the position of command, some sort of tyrant or what, went to war, defeated the external threat. Wow. That's pretty impressive. Gotta love a man who does it himself. He said, y'all are doing it wrong. I'm just gonna build my own army with blackjack and hookers. Is it safe to say that the period of the Roman Empire is your favorite point in history? Or do you have another favorite point in time? He's just your favorite person. I wish that there was more Irish history. I really do. A lot of Irish history is very Christian, because that's when writing in a form that was good for documenting history was introduced. The Celts had writing, however, it was more of like a system to document like directions, math-based things, and all that other stuff. It wasn't an alphabet suited for the spoken language. So a lot of their history, a lot of their arts, music, songs, poems, stuff like that isn't recorded, unfortunately, and a lot of what we do have that is recorded has been passed down, spoken, generations from generations, and who knows what it originally was compared to what we know it as now. And it makes me a little bit sad sometimes. I do really like Celtic and Irish and like lore and mythology and stuff. It just we never truly know what it was originally, what the truth of it is, if that makes sense. By law, he had, I think, 8-year term. He could have stayed in position till the day he died as ruler, but my favorite part is he chose to retire instead. He did what he did what he needed to, then gave up his position of power and went on with his retirement life. That's admirable. He wasn't power hungry. He was a man with great civic duty. That's beautiful. We love that in a politician. I wish more were like that. Wasn't it Roosevelt who could have ran for more terms because the people who loved him so much, but he was like, no, I'm gonna stop after 8 terms because that's what's right. Uh-oh. Come at me, bros. Ooh. Ooh, more gold. Beautiful. Ooh, a blissy. He was an antiquitian Chad, so to say. I love that. Oh, that's a beautiful way to look at it. Poke check. Nope. Wow, I don't have a lot of these Pokemon tonight. Okay. But I love that for him. I'm glad it was recorded in history that he did that. It's a good example to have. Not that many people seem to learn from history, but oh well. Oh no, oh no, I got slimed, I'm going slow, I'm gonna die! Let me go! Ah! No! Fuck. Ah! Oh my god. Please tell me it's Linus. Nice! I found you unconscious in the mines. You're lucky I happened to pass by. Thanks. 5,000 gold? Bruh. And 1 solar essence. It's cold. Man just like looted my pockets thinking I wouldn't notice. It is, wait, oh, it escaped. I misread that message then. I'm dumb. A drink water, thank you. How was your fish? I drunketh the water. We've been talking about history since you've been gone. You have to cook it. Then what have you been doing this whole time? I thought you went to cook it. You were buying it? Oh, okay. Then carry on, I suppose. I don't know what I need bones for, but I'll keep some. It sounds like it's doing a little bit of a rain outside. We were talking about history. I think I already mentioned that to you. But I know that you're an art history person. What's your favorite art history fact or moment? Well, aside from what I told you about the man, he was and did a lot more. I don't doubt it. I have come to expect that great men in history are often far greater than the few little factoids that we are taught about them. Nice. Transmute. All right. And in lieu of playing for another 20 minutes, playing another day, I'm probably gonna end stream here. I'm sorry that I'm ending after Pearl just got back, but we're gonna read out to another cozy person. Let's see. Do we want another VTuber, or would you all like a flesh tuber? It's my fault. It isn't your fault. Speaking of art history, my favorite fact is that today's depiction of Jesus was made by Da Vinci's boyfriend. Yes, the guy, it doesn't doubt me that he was gay at all, if I'm honest. I feel like most artists, like, who were really good back then were gay, especially when it comes to sculptors who are so detailed in their amazing carvings. Like, you have to be really appreciative of the human form in order to make a sculpture that detailed. But hey, I'm cool with it. Made of Da Vinci's boyfriend? What is it? What do you mean Jesus was made of Da Vinci's boyfriend? Some would be the model reference too. I don't doubt it. That's like the best way to use your significant other, right? As a reference for something. Okay. Sculpted after the guy. Oh, okay. Makes sense. Da Vinci's Apprentice was used often. Yes. Doesn't surprise. It also, like, blows my mind that it's taken so long to recognize prominent historical figures as gay. Like, for the longest time, it's very much like the Sappho and her friend concept, right? It was like, oh, they're just good pals, they're just buddies, they're just friends. No way that someone back then in the era of such strong values could be gay. And it's like, wow. You're dense and dumb and need to realize that gay people have been around forever. It's always been that way. I'm looking for a streamer, guys, I promise. I'm not just talking on a pause screen. Let's see. A lot of these people either have a whole lot of viewers or... Actually, most of them just have a whole lot of viewers. 25 viewers. I always feel weird rating out to someone with a whole lot of viewers. So, you know what? We're gonna read... Wow, we're gonna raid Princess Rainy Face. I've rated her before. She's a beautiful streamer. She plays Stardew Valley as a VTuber, but does flesh tubing other times of the week, playing different games. She is a stroke survivor, and she's adorable. Love her dearly. So we're gonna raid out to her. Who's Kano Waves? Princess. I don't know who that is. Do you want me to raid out to them? I could do that. Kano. An artist that is cute. Highly recommend. Okay, we'll raid out to them. Thank you for the suggesto. They've been streaming for 2 hours. Do we know if they're ending soon? 29 viewers right now. Oh no! Ugh, fuck it. No clue. We'll raid out to them and see how it goes. We'll see if they're a good sport about my 5 little friendos. We can do your ban if you want. What ban? She's a very kind person. Okay, well, we'll raid and see how it goes. We can do your bean if you want. What? Oh, the person I suggested. Got it. We're rating out to the person you suggested. I'm always bleh, interested in making new friendos. I can't speak. Please have a wonderful rest of your evening or day, depending on what time zone you're in. And I look forward to seeing you all on Thursday when I stream with Frickbrick. Take care. Be kind. Be generous. Be loving. Show lots of support to this person. And I will see you all next time. I love you all. Bye!